What's up brothers, this is Ouwesok, and in this video I'm going to show you how to play for Northwood. This is a trick-taking game for one player, so that's quite unique. Normally card trick-taking games require multiple players, usually 4, but this is a solo player variant. So let's see how this game is played. Let's see the components. So there are 8 round cards numbered 0 to 7. One game for Northwood contains 8 rounds of games, 8 games that you have to play, 8 challenges that you have to overcome. The card deck is this numbered deck, so you have 4 suits available: claws, leaves, flowers and eyes, rather than clubs, diamonds, hearts and spades. The cards are numbered 1 to 8, with 8 being the highest card, 1 being the lowest card. So there's a total of 32 cards, and it's recommended that you sleeve this deck because you will be shuffling it a lot while playing. There's also face cards in this deck, in the same suits, so leaves, flowers, claws and eyes, with funny little pictures, and an ability text, which we will not go into quite yet. What you do to start the game is you cover all of these 8 cards with one of these at random. So there we go. It's not entirely random. You must have 2 cards of each suit randomly divided over the 8 cards. So we have 2 eyes, 2 leaves, 2 claws and 2 flowers. The rest of the card go outside, they're out of the game, not going to be used. So to play the game, you first draw a hand of 8 cards. The rest of the deck is going to be the deck of the invisible virtual opponent. So let's see what we have in hand. We have a lot of leaves. We have some mediocre other cards. So now the decision that you have to take is, which of these rounds are you going to play with this hand? What does this mean? Well, the 0 means make 0 tricks with flowers as trump. This one says make 1 trick with eyes as trump, 2 tricks with flowers, 3 tricks with leaves, 4 tricks with claws, 5 tricks with claws, 6 tricks with leaves, or 7 tricks with eyes as trump. So you have to look at your hand and decide which of these challenges you're going to attempt. You will have some help. You will have 4 allies available. If you start the game for the first time, you are recommended by the rule book to take the jacks of to take the 4 jacks, because they have relatively simple but powerful abilities. So let's have a look at them. So this ability says draw back up to 8 cards. So that's a powerful ability. If you are lacking tricks and you need to have more tricks, you can draw more cards so that you can get more tricks. Flowers. The flower ability says discard all your trump cards. So that's a powerful ability to avoid making tricks. The eye ability card says draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. So that's just a general hand improvement ability. And the last card is the more tricky card. So if you, after having chosen a specific challenge, you can exchange the governor, which these cards are called governors, with another governor at a distance of 2 or less. So what that allows you to do, if you exchange this card which says 5 tricks with claws as trump, if you exchange it for this one, you change the trump suit from claws to eyes. So that can be an interesting ability to manipulate the amount of tricks that you think you're going to be making with your hand. So these 4 abilities you have available. Each of these abilities can be played once per round. After the round, you can reduce them again, and you can only use one of these abilities per trick round. And you can even use one of these abilities before you play your first card. So now that we know these abilities and we have our cards, we can have a refreshed look at what we're going to be doing. So I think we are going to, yeah, tricky. Let's try and make 6 tricks with leaves as trump. We have a bunch of leaves that could allow us to make some tricks, but we have some mediocre side cards, so let's have a look how this goes. So let's try and make 6 tricks with leaves as trumps. I'm going to immediately use this ability and try and improve my hand by drawing 2 cards and discarding 2. So hopefully we get some higher cards. That's very nice. We're getting a trump card. We're getting a better eye here. So we're going to let's see what we're going to do. We're going to discard these 2 cards. This is the discard pile. So now we start with the game. My opponent plays the 1 of ice. I need to make 6 tricks. This could be 5 tricks, so I'm not actually going to take this trick. Rule number 1 when a card is played is you must follow suit. So an eye is played, I must play an eye if I have them. And if you play a higher eye, the trick is yours. And if you play a lower eye, then you put it in the discard pile and the trick is for the opponent. But in this case, we're going to make the trick with the 4 of ice. And we're moving on. So we're making the trick. We are obliged to play this one. So we have now 2 tricks. This is going very well. A trump. We're going to be taking that. That's 3 tricks. 5 of claws. The game is already under control. I know I'm going to win. I can discard. So if you cannot follow suit, you have 2 options. You can ruff with a trump, then the trick will be yours. Or you can discard any card from another suit and you cannot win the trick. Even if this card is higher than that one, because it's the wrong suit, you cannot win the trick. So we have 3 tricks. We must make 3 more tricks. We have amazing trumps, so that's going to be easy. So ruff, trump, ruff. And we're going to be ruffing. Now we have our 6 tricks. We have the highest trump available, but we don't want to make another trick. So I'm going to use this flower ability that says discard your trump cards. And I have no more cards in hand. The round is the game has finished when you no longer have a hand or the deck runs out. So I count my tricks. I've got 6 tricks, so I have completed the challenge. I've won this round. These are going back. And this card that this round I completed. Now this card becomes available to me with its ability. So what I can do every round is to play with my 4 starting game allies, or I can choose to replace one of these allies with one of the allies that I have won. So I have this one available. I can, for the next round, after viewing my hand, so let's view my starting hand for the next round. 8 cards. So we have this hand. We have high, low. All right, so we have quite an unclear here what we're going to doing with this. In any case, after seeing your hand, you can decide that one of these abilities are not going to be very useful, and you can put this card on top of any of them. And now you have these 4 abilities available for your round. And at the end, this card, whether you used it or not, actually during the game, is going to be discarded. So you will be getting new abilities available as the rounds progress, and you win rounds and you get these cards available. Okay, so what am I going to be doing here? We have some decent high cards, so I think I'm going to play this round and make 3 tricks with leaves as trump. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So that's trick number 1. A trump, I think I can, I'm going to duck this one. Or I can take this actually, I can actually take this trick. That's 2. We will lose this trick. Alright. Now, if I take this trick, I have my 3 tricks. But if then the 1 or 2 of flowers comes up, my contract has sunk. So I'm going to duck this one and hope I make later a trick with flowers or the 7 of claws. Still have to make 1 trick. Okay. Now I have made a trick. Now the 1 and 2 of flowers are going to be dangerous cards. So let's try this. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. So let's see if we can get some worse cards. How bad are these? So there's the 1 of leaves. So that's actually, I don't think that's actually an improvement. So we just have to dodge the 1 and 2 of flowers. Yep. And we win. So there was a little luck involved. We made 3 tricks, so we have cleared this round as well. We now have 2 ability cards that we can potentially use for our next game. And that's how for Northwood is played. A little information about the suits. So it's not random that they decide that you need 1 of each suit here and 2 of each suit here, because the suits have like a theme. So claws are cards that help you make more tricks, that help you draw cards. Flowers is a suit that helps you discard cards or avoid tricks. The eyes abilities are kind of generic, hand improvement, manipulation, and the leaves abilities involve tricks with governors and tricks with your allies. So by making sure that you have 1 of each as your ally and 2 of each here means that you have a good mix of different abilities that allow you to make the high contracts or the low contracts possible. So that's for Northwood. I'm not going to play the other 6 rounds. I think it's been clear enough for you to understand this game. It's a game that you can play in the train or in the airplane or when you have a little time. It takes about 20 minutes to play 1 game. Hope you liked it. Have a great day. Bye bye.